Hi everyone, and welcome back to another Borkino game video. Today's video is dedicated to an album guide, so let's jump right into it. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, enter our giveaway at 5k. Alright, right here is Ray. She is going to be the character that we are going to be increasing intimacy on. I'm pretty sure some of you know what intimacy is, but I just want to break it down in further detail. By the way, if you're a free-to-play player and you're not using Ray, she's by far one of the godliest characters in the entire game at Rare. She has her unique does 280% damage, and she can go into like a frenzy mode and she'll deal an extra 100 additional damage. She'll be like 380%. It's ridiculous. Anyways, let's look at her stats. Live 8, 59, 36,074, 2,133, and 611. Alright, watch what happens when we increase her intimacy. Let's go to Toponkai again, select Rie, and upgrade it. Alright, we're going to be getting 88 HP, defense 3, and then defense 3 and 22 attack. Some of you are going to be like, that's a really small difference, you know, why would I bother doing this? Well, the thing is it can go up to technically level 10. So these stats technically add up. You can see right here, you know, my plus 22 and my defense went plus 3. So it applies to that particular partner. And eventually those stats will add up to a point, turn into like a piece of gear, right? Like a level 1 piece of gear. To me, it matters just because of the fact that also eventually, you know, some characters will be awakenable. But you guys already know that for the most part. You know, you already know that about album, I'm pretty sure. But if you didn't, you know, hopefully that helps you out in pushing your character a little bit. Everyone knows about memories. It's going to be pretty much the story link section. And then let's talk about Legendary. Legendary is actually pretty cool, and this is probably the one that you want the most. Reason being is because this will give you plus 200 attack plus 1%, so on and so forth for these 3 characters in particular. Click right here, collect 3 designated partners to complete their bond quest, granting attribute bonuses to the mentioned partners. Attribute bonuses are based on the total level of stars for the 3 designated partners. So pretty much if you get Gagaku, whenever she decides to appear in my hand, she will be, you know, increasing everyone's total stats. It's gonna be amazing. This is like, you know, this ability right here, attack by 4% after taking an action, stacking up to 5 times. That's like really insane. So like if you haven't like looked at this section, you know, if you main any of these characters, like for example, like Rie's right here, she gets like an additional like, you know, 6% attack just from like all 3 of these like hanging out. And this is probably the most doable one because, you know, all of them are rare units except for Chio, who's SR. So, you know, feel free to look at Samurai's pack. That's probably an easy one to get. And then, you know, feel free to do Sword of Illusions. If you're maining Saya or Maki, this is a really good one to get. I highly recommend going into the summon section and then going into, which one was it? Was it Gnosis? No, Honor? Yeah, Honor. So if you have enough Honor, which is acquired from the arena, by the way, then you are going to be able to summon Hotaru and complete that 3 section, you know, partner thing for the legendary thing. So yeah, that's going to be super awesome. Get, you know, yourself a copy of Hotaru and then finish this out, and then your Saya and Maki and Hotaru will do more damage. So I hope everyone gets like one of these. Let's jump into other things and talk about like the progress of like pretty much the game and everything. So they actually added the notes for Edward, which is super cool. Now Edward, I don't think he's going to be competing with anyone really. He seems like a super niche unit. And the only reason why you would use him is because of his unique ability right here. So he steals a target's buff, right? Stealing has no effect on the enemy leader. A success stealing grants 6% crit rate for every stack. The effect lasts the entire battle. Robin Hood steals 80% of rage from the opponent's spirit. With, you know, X rage, share them evenly to all allied spirits. So I feel like you would just use him honestly to like bring down rage and to steal buffs. There's the only characters that I know that like actually provide buffs are like, you know, characters like Anne and Diamond. Like, so if you see like, you know, maybe like a Diamond comp, you could like steal the buffs, or like a Jasmine comp in particular. You see right here, receives 80% attack and 55% bonus. You know, when she does a heal, she increases like 50% attack for 2 rounds, and then 20% and 20% attack and defense for 2 rounds. All right, so that's really cool. I mean, like, I guess if you see that, you could use Edward, but for the most part, I don't think it's really a big deal. Let's talk about what my account is currently stuck at. Alright, I'm at 14.29. This stage is absolutely disgusting. If you get past it, I applaud you. Pretty much what's happening here is there is Frientivas like across the board, right? And pretty much if you kill one of these, 3 more appear. And then, you know, there's this Harto in the back who's just chilling, just getting ready to like pretty much use her AoE. This stage is like so disgusting because if you just kill one of them, 3 more pop up because that's her ability, right? So it's like almost never ending, and it's kind of just like, oh my god, like it just sucks. Like it's not fun, and I think this is one of the worst stages I've ever played on. But for the most part, like, also like look at this HP, it's at like 500k. But you know, I'll eventually get through it when I build up enough AoE damage between like all my characters and everything. I think I'm about to die here. I didn't think we were gonna die, but we're probably gonna die. Watch, Frientiva dies, and then like 2 more Frientivas pop up, and yeah, it's just actually awful. Like it's not fun at all. I'm pretty sure if you had like, you know, Yuffie, like I have Yuffie, but she doesn't deal like nearly enough damage. Anyway, that's that stage. I'm gonna work on that one. Let's go over some more tips about like some other things that are actually pretty good within, you know, Illusion Connect. If you go into Trials and you look at Dream Expedition, this is probably one of the craziest things in the entire game, I feel personally. Okay, first clearance rewards, essentially you'll get a multi in summons and you'll get a multi in, you know, select tickets. The thing is, this is a weekly reward. You are able to grant if you can get up to National B. By the way, if you're curious, I'm at Urban B. But pretty much, you can get up to 5 summon tickets a week if you can get to Continental B, which is absolutely amazing, right? That's super crazy. And then if you can get to World E, you can get 5 select tickets every single week. The value on this is like kind of insane. So technically for 2 weeks worth of, you know, Continental B, you get 1880 diamonds. And then with technically World E, if you somehow get to that, that's 4,000 gems worth of like currency. The fact that they give this to you like weekly is absolutely amazing. And then of course we gotta talk about the Arcana. This is like, or Illusion Corridor, by far like the best system. You know, there's plenty of guides out there, feel free to check out mine. But anyways, if you pretty much do this every single day and you average out pretty much 2 SSR shards for a character of your choice, you can essentially average out 1 dupe of a character every, you know, technically 2 months. Right? So every like 2 months you can get a dupe of a character, and like I just think that's awesome. Like we have like, you know, Dream Expedition right here, Arcana, and like these are ways to technically, you know, get dupes, Arcana, and then get more summons, Dream Expedition. You know, Exploration, you know, you can actually get those extra small gifts for intimacy for your album guide. So if you want to work on your intimacy, you can farm that as well. There's just so many things that make this game like so much easier. Like the quest system is absolutely amazing. The fact that we get like, you know, daily select ticket is actually insane. Who does that? Like technically after a week and a half you can do a multi. Like most games don't provide the amount of multis that Illusion Connect provides, alright? And I see like on the Reddit that, you know, people don't like the dupe system, and I completely agree with you. This game is very resource gated. They provide enough systems, and they can add even more systems into the game where you can essentially get dupes very easily for characters, get shards. This isn't like one of those games where you just play hardcore every single day. It's like a side game. They made it super efficient, so when you get stuck on the stage, you can essentially like, you know, raid stages. But I just wanted to provide like my overall thoughts and just like let the community know that this game has a lot of systems in place to help free-to-play players out. So don't feel like you have to spend, don't feel like you have to summon, because for the most part, you're not trying to compete with like, you know, the top people in news. What you're overall doing is collecting waifus at the end of the day, right? And there's going to be plenty of waifus to collect, plenty of SSR moments, you know, where you can summon them and everything. You're just going to be able to get everything one day. And it's just super amazing that they've given us like a game like this in 2020. But anyways, I just wanted to say that. Like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitch, follow me on Twitter. And I will see you in the next one.